Again with another video. So today I'm gonna be reviewing The Little Mermaid. I saw this movie with my cousin and her friend, which I also consider my friend, and then her friend's boyfriend, and I had a good time. I was really not planning to see this movie in theaters at all, because one, I don't like Disney's live action remakes. I usually, for the most part, outside of a few of them, feel like they're soulless and just don't top the original. I think the last one I ever saw was Lion King, and after that I've never watched a live action remake ever. But yeah, I went because my family went with me and my friends went with me, and I had a good time. See, if I'm with people that want to see it, I don't mind going to the movies. Plus, I just like hanging out with my friends and family. So it was a nice, fun time. Even though I didn't want to see the movie, I came out really enjoying it. Like, I wasn't expecting to like it, I'm not gonna lie, but I did. And that's pretty much because of the changes that they did. There was new things that weren't in the original, and I feel like I really gravitated towards those new aspects. That's what pulled me into the movie, and that's what made me enjoy it. I didn't really like the songs. I do feel like the original is still superior. Like, the songs, they're not terrible besides Scuttlebutt by Aquafina. That one, my ears bleed listening to that song. But every other song I think was okay. I don't vibe with them. I just feel like they're not as good as the original. Halle Berry in the movie, she did phenomenal. Well, she did an okay job. I think she was a good Little Mermaid. Prince Eric, I don't know the dude's name, but he was the highlight for me. In my Instagram review, I said there weren't really any standout roles, and I still stand by that. I don't think the movie had any standout roles, but the person that played Prince Eric was definitely one of those highlights that I really enjoyed. I think he's another one of those people that kept me entertained. And then outside of that, like, everybody did an okay job. I think Hollywood needs to stop casting Awkwafina in funny roles, because she's not funny. And I think the more I see her in movies, I'm starting to not like her. Not because of her specifically, but like I said, I just don't think she's funny. And I'm kind of starting to find her annoying. I don't know. I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah, that's just how I feel specifically on Awkwafina. She didn't do a bad job in the movie, but she was kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. And then I feel like the movie was overall pretty good. Like I said, the changes for this film really is what made me enjoy it. The pacing does feel slow at times, and I'm surprised because it's like a 2-hour film. So yeah, take that as you will. And then I do feel like the new one didn't top the original, but I do feel like the new one can stand on its own, just because of what the movie did with the changes, specifically some with Eric's character. I really enjoyed that, and I feel like if they do a sequel and don't go Ariel has a daughter route, I feel like the sequel could be really interesting. But I did enjoy it. Like I said, it was probably because of the changes that I enjoyed the movie. And then I do kind of feel like at times it is kind of lifeless. Like, in the animated version, there's all these different types of sea creatures are all very emotive and stuff. I'm not saying the sea creatures aren't emotive, but you've seen what they did to Flounder. You've seen what they did to my boy Sebastian's, like their designs. Sebastian doesn't have a mouth really, so it's like their designs don't make them emotive. And I feel like in the beginning of the movie, I was really just comparing it to the old one, because that's pretty much what it was. And I was coming into the movie really thinking, oh, this is going to be another one of those soulless live action remakes. So the beginning did not have me. But once the changes started coming in, which was like around the middle part of the movie towards the end, that's when I was starting to get hooked. And it's pretty much the same story, like with slight differences, but for the most part it's the same story as the original. But like I said, this movie does enough for me personally to where I think it can stand on its own. And I think this will be a good movie for newer generations. It might not work for like older generations or everyone, but it definitely will work for younger kids. I've seen a lot of kids' reactions to the film and they like it. So yeah, I'd say if you want to take your family to a nice movie, definitely go to this one. It's not a bad movie. And yeah, now I'm gonna get into a controversial opinion, and I feel like a lot of people will hate me for it. So it's the unpopular one, but this is just how I feel. I don't agree with the change to Ariel's race. Like, I do understand that they casted Halle Berry, or Halle Berry, however you say it, but I do understand that they casted her because they thought she was right for the role, not specifically because of race. But to me, it's like when Disney does this, they don't do it in an organic way, in my opinion. And I've seen a lot of people rally behind this, and like, I'm happy for you guys if you like that type of stuff. But I think one thing that I don't see in the conversation enough is like, people like seeing when white characters get turned to black characters, because I do understand that as a race, kind of, black people do feel underrepresented in movies and TV series. But I think as a community, or as like a whole, I feel like we should be clamoring for new black characters, not scraps of originally white characters. That's just my take. It isn't the right one, and you guys can give me hate if you want. I know I'm in the minority. I wasn't trying to be racist or anything, but that's just how I feel personally. I feel like we should be rooting for new black original characters instead of getting happy over scraps of characters that were originally white. That's just me. But that's my review of The Little Mermaid. It was a good 8 out of 10 movie, and I highly recommend it. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. I do have some manga stuff in the works. I have 2 Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse reviews, a non-spoiler review, and I just really want to talk about this movie. So also a spoiler review. If you have not seen the movie, go watch it. For me, it was a 10 out of 10, but I won't get into that because this is not the video for it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I see you all in the next one. Peace out.